We are at the tail end of completing the quality policy. And the quality policy, which we have actually undertaken, provides for different players within that space, including CAPS, scanners, KIPI, and others. And once that's done and the regulations are ready, we should be presenting them through you to Parliament very soon. In terms of the export levy, last financial year we raised about 330 million. We drafted regulations to guide this. We've had the Attorney General look at them. He has given us his feedback, and the National Treasury. And currently we also originate, so we are doing two things. We are originating the CAP memo for it to go to the cabinet, but also these regulations require public participation, but then we have also run into another problem with the National Treasury because they're saying because we are intending to create, because this 330 million, the idea behind it was to use it to give loans at lower interest rates to MSMEs that want to go into manufacturing. And the way they have guided us is we can't create another institution. So we are now looking at the possibilities of this being implemented either by KIE or MSME authority, because their take is we cannot increase the number of institutions when we are reducing. So that's the discussion that we have, and we are putting together a CAP memo that will guide that process. The money is already with the National Treasury, but then we have not operationalized those regulations that will make it roll out.
What are you doing? Because Prof, we started with you this project, and you see the production was fairly good, depending on the investment. And then you guys, I don't know who convinced you that the counties can do it for you. That's not their priority. The counties, their priority is different. It's something else. Carrying chairs to go with them for public functions, having a long convoy, and working with the cash in their in the handbags is not their priority. Can you convince your department and your ministry to change the whole approach? Probably even rely more on AFA and other departments to get this thing done, because the seeds are not getting to the people on right time. The farm inputs are not there. The pesticides are not there. If you bring seeds in Busia in October, for heaven's sake, how? You bring seeds now, you have brought seeds in June. You have no arrangements for plowing. You have no arrangement. You have no supporting the farmers completely. What do they want them to do?
50 million. And most of our consumption now is through the discipline forces, which we are doing now. And I want to say, and I want to appreciate the support you gave us, because right now we can do the camouflage, which we never do. And military and GSU, like GSU already, they have already given us a 40 million order. And military, we are going to visit tomorrow. They will give us another 200 million. So I can say we have a good market locally. The major challenge is also production cost. Cost of power, cost of raw material, I said, because we are not having enough cotton locally, we are importing from our neighboring countries. And you can also imagine our devaluation of currency. So when we are bringing in goods, they are also costing more for us. So I think the 55 million that we were supposed to get for cotton, we could have done what Mheshimiwa Hundu could have done, because we did it with him, and it's a very successful model, but that money already taken away anyway.
The challenge you had, Chair, is the counties claim that agriculture is involved. So we were hit with another war where the counties were saying, we were going to the counties, we are growing cotton, we were sidestepping them. So we agreed then that we work with the county, through the county, again then to them.
Agriculture is fully devolved, and we agree. KCC or Department of Cooperatives deal with milk. Yet agriculture is devolved. So why would you agree to be stepped on by everybody? This particular item we are calling cotton, you look at it from the production side, from Rivertex backwards. And that way, you will be able to remove the counties from it, because you are specifically looking at a product. Just like the way State Department for Cooperatives is looking at milk or coffee, for that matter, from that particular cooperative's perspective.
Yes. You need to take very bold steps. There are some functions the national government has undertaken without, even despite the county governments making noise. Yet there have been a resounding success. We have its own history. So when it comes to this, why is Islam twisted to enter into a program that you know very well will fail, and it has actually failed?
How do you expect industrialization to grow to the tune that Ethiopia is growing?
Chair,
My friend.
Chair, the CS who has just been here came from the energy sector. I was told, and we got very deep, we were told some of these independent power suppliers are selling to Kenya Power at 16 cents per unit. So how do you sell it at 5?